Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is really lovely to have you here, and yeah, we're going to have a video filling this journal. Now I know I've shown you this journal before. It's 3 signature. It's got a completely soft cloth cover. It is linen on both sides, but it's upholstery linen, so it's quite durable. And I got, this is the ephemera that we've just made in the last, I want to say 2 weeks, but it might only be 10 days mostly, that I haven't actually put away yet in the main ephemera kit box that I keep it in. And then I've got all the, yes, you spotted it, the flower fairy stuff as well. And I want to keep making flower fairy ephemera because that's what I like doing. And I have got a flower fairy project coming up, not this one, another one. And I've got a lot of ephemera in this box. Some of it I've just made, but some of it is from last year. And I'm thinking I would like all new ephemera for the new project this year. So what I'm going to do is use all this flower fairy ephemera in this triple signature journal. It's going to be a biggie, it's going to be a fatty, which is one of the reasons why I wanted the soft cover, to see how it, you know, how it reacts when it's really, really full. I'll put some lace, I think, over the spine. So yeah, I think with that, and a lot of these here which are not flower fairy but they're florals, they're birds, you know, butterflies, things like that. I mean, it won't all go in, but quite a lot of it will go in. A lot in here is what I did on the last 2 videos of, you know, using up my kit pieces, so it would be nice to put some of those in there. This is a topper that I made a while ago. And it fits, it is quite a big topper, but this is a big journal, so I think it fits beautiful on there, and I think it will be too big for a lot of other journals that I make, so I'm going to use that topper up. I've also got this which I made a long time ago, which is a, well, I sold a few of them on Etsy. It's a what I called a loaded pocket, so it had lots of little bits in it as well, but it's flower fairy printed card, and then it's got a huge journal card in the back. Whoops, that's it. And then quite a biggish tag, and then 2 smaller ones in the front here. And you know, there's room for more. I've that one behind, I think. Are you split? There you are. More embellishing on the front of it as well. So let me just it's got a bit of stitching down the bottom, look, but the top's coming adrift. It's not too bad considering how long it's been sitting in that box, but that'll bit of art glitter will sort it out. Yeah, so I'm thinking about putting this on. Well, I've decided, I think this is going on the inside back cover, so it'll have to be stuck because I've done all the stitching that I'm doing, but I think Fabri-Tac, I'm pretty sure Fabri-Tac, because that's what it's for, will glue that fine on there, and it will just give it a little bit of extra stiffness. It won't make it like a you know, a hard cover, and the same with this, it'll give the front a little bit of stiffness. I don't think I'm going to put a closure on it. If it gets really fat, which I'm expecting it to, I think I shall just wrap a lovely luscious piece of vintage lace around it. I think that's what the closure will be. Okay, so shall we make a start, because we've got a lot of things to get in. So that and that I will stick in, you know, when I can leave it to dry, because I'll have to put a lot of Fabri-Tac on and leave it to just do its thing. So I guess I need to decide. So it's just got a William Morris page at the front of, well, it'll be front and back of each signature. Other than that, oh, an odd piece of scrap looking page, but other than that, it's a completely blank journal. Yeah, and there's quite a lot in it. It's going to be quite a heavy journal. It's well sewn in, so it should be fine. So yeah, I need to decide what, if anything, is going on the front. Again, I might put something in there, I don't know yet. Let's just have a look through what we've got. So we only made these a couple of days ago, that's why they're on the top. Just a little scrappy notebook. So this is like a snippet kind of, you know, you cut the bits off if you want to use them elsewhere. It's got a lovely flower fairy in the back, snippet booklet. So sideways on pocket. So we've got the flower fairy poem there, a bit of William Morris, Same there, slightly different, but same sort of thing. I think I might have made those out of scraps back in the day. Yep, a nice slanty pocket, and I think that's meant to go in there. None of these I want on the front at the moment. That looks like a journal card or a tag with no pocket, and that's the same. The lovely kissing. Is it the gorse? I think it's the gorse fairies that kiss. Yep, lots of journal cards. So we want pockets and tucks to put them in. Oh no, that's a tuck. So that's just a beautiful flower fairy through, I think that's junk mail piece of envelope. That can go down as a pocket or a tuck. So let's leave that there. That's just a journal card. I thought it was a pocket, but oh, there's another piece of one of those layered pockets. Right, so we've got 2 corner ripped pockets there. Yep, they both go that way up. Put those down because they were just, oh, so like a matchbook with some fairy images. They're not flower fairies, but the fairy images. That's a pocket filler, and the same again, a little envelope flip. Yeah, with flower fairy papers in by the looks of it. Yeah, and some little tags. I mean, that could go down as a tuck on a page. So what's happening? Why are you not closing? So I'll put that there. Oh, there's a tuck. It's a fairy castle, I think. Oh, another one of those. I obviously made a few. Don't know if they both go in as tucks, but we'll see. Another matchbox. Oh, I obviously made a lot of these with tickets and things in. Could also be a tuck. So tag. We all know who that is. That's Edith, and it's got a flower fairy flower on the back. There's a flower fairy. Oh, that's beautiful. That is just a tag, but it obviously goes with the floral. Are you coming up as well? Oh no. Are you? All right, you know, I think that's meant to be loose. So that probably needs a little bit of backing in it. Oh, that one's been backed, look. I probably didn't know if I was going to use that for a topper or something. Okay, there's a pocket. It needs backing, but it's a pocket we can use. Just a piece of paper. I don't even know why that's in there. And these are, yeah, just pieces of paper. Oh, now the fairy cards, plain cards. Can definitely use one of those for a tuck. What is this? What's going on here? I have no idea. Don't know if that was part of this or not. What are you? You don't seem to be anything. I think it might be just an offcut from a masterboard that I'd done, and that's all that's left of it, I think. Oh, yeah, you're some sort of a tuck. Oh, these 2 lovely cards from Tanya. Again, they could be tucks. And more beautiful paper. Another pocket. And these are from Tanya, from your creative studio, but they're fairies. So let's have a look what we've got here. So they're all like pocket fillers there, and these are all the tucks. So once we've got sort of these in, then we can start putting things behind them. I was looking to see if anything went there. They're nice, aren't they? It's a fairy door, so it's kind of into all the... I wonder if I could just put that on as a flip out. I think that would be nice as a flip out. And maybe this one on the back signature as a flip out. That's a good idea. So I'll leave those with the 2 pieces that are going to be glued in, because they need some work. Okay, so that will be on that page. I won't hang anything else on that page. So we've now just got all the journaling pages. So let's see what we've got flower fairy before we look at the other stuff. So that's going to be a nice big tuck. They're pockets, but they need backing. That's going to be a tuck. That could be a tuck. I don't think this one is strong enough to be a tuck. It can go down as a pocket. Yeah, it can go down as a pocket. That one is strong enough to be a tuck. And we've got 3 signatures, and I've got 2 of a lot of things, so tucks, tuck. Okay. How annoying that I've made 3 signatures. Okay, let's make a decision. So these 3 things are all quite... No, these 3 things I'm going to go for. So put one in each signature. That's what I'm going to start with. And we're going to have one of these at the back, aren't we? So I wonder if to start with one at the front. Perhaps on there, the full page. Don't want to cover up that lovely... Yeah, on there. So I could put it down as a... So something could be tucked in that way as well. It has got stitching though, so I think that will have to be a fabric tack. Oops, if I can open it. Oh dear, no. This is likely to be running because I've had it upside down. So not the side I'm grabbing. I'm going to put it down on the other 3 sides. Yes, it's running. So that we can tuck something in the side, and we can maybe tuck something in that's going to have either a lacy or a fabric tab to pull it. Yeah, and that will give a bit of frill to the side of the page as well. Oh, that smells strong today. So yeah, about there, just so we've got room for the tab, but so it's not so far in that it doesn't hang over, if that makes sense. Can you see what I'm doing? Oh, that's going to take a little while to dry, isn't it? What was the other 2 things that were going in? I'm thinking I might need to just ink them a little bit. They've obviously been inked in. I think probably the lavender. I'm just going to bring it down a little tiny bit on the edge. Not a lot, because I do like that lavender hue. But just a little bit. And they could probably do with some words or something on them, couldn't they? Although we could possibly do that when we embellish. Yeah, let's just try and get some things in. So let me put a piece of paper in front of that. There we go. And hopefully it'll stay there. Do something underneath. There you go. Just holding it put. Right, let's get to the second signature. Yeah, we're not having anything on the front of that one, we're having it on the front of the back. Or the back of the back. Right, which one am I going for here? Let's see what it looks like. No, I don't like it on the darker. So I think it's going to have to go on one of the lighter ones. That's quite a nice big one, isn't it, to go on there. And then we've got, yeah, I think that's the one, the biggish one there. A nice tag in it, so I'm going to do, oops, left it open, that wasn't a mistake, wasn't it? It's obviously got an air block because it's just continuously running out. Let's see if I can break the air lock, if you see what I mean, just to stop it doing that. Sticking myself now. Oh, that seems to have done it. It's when I start using it again, we'll see if it carries on oozing out. Are you nearly there? So I hope you're all well. What are you guys working on? I have got, as you know, several things on the go at the moment, and a couple of new makes imminent, so plenty going on my desk. And yeah, if you look around my room you would certainly realise that, because I've got stuff everywhere. I didn't want to bit up there, leaking out. Now a trick with fabric tack, I should have thought about it really, is to just let it get a little bit tacky before you put it down. I could have let it, you know, be not so runny when I first put it down, because that's going to be very, yeah, that's oozing again. It's going to be very wet for a while now, whereas if I'd let it get a bit tacky, it would, in the air. Oh, have I got a bubble, an air bubble in that? I'm all air. Yeah, so I'm filming ahead at the moment, which is good. Neil's got a week off coming up, so I need a tag just to make sure that's, yeah, it's a nice big pocket as well, that, isn't it? So yeah, I definitely need a couple ahead, because I'll never film every day while he's off for 7. It just won't happen. I'll think I'm going to, but I won't manage it. And he's hoping to go fishing one of the days, but it I'm sure you all know by now, it is his don't go opposite that. Quite like it on that one. Shall we try it on this one? Oh yeah, look, there's a little bit of pinky red there, so yeah, it's his 60th. Did I say that? Did I finish what I was saying? So we've got at least 2, probably 3 trips out, meals or get-togethers or whatever, minimum. So that'll be 3 out of the 7 days that it's very unlikely I'll be filming. So I'm 2 ahead, so I'm there, nearly there. But you know, I've got to plan for it, us going out every day, because that just might happen. Certainly if the weather changes and turns nice on us. I definitely think that should have been the other way up now I look at it. Never mind, it's down now, so I'm not changing it. I think that should have been an up tuck, but we'll put something over that fuchsia that's standing upright. It doesn't look too bad. It's only if you know what fuchsias do, they don't go up like that, they droop down. Ooh, lovely. Okay, so that's got those 3 in. Piece of paper in there, and decide what the next 3 are going to be. Ooh. Right, what did we say we've got? So we've got a matchbook and 2 of those. I think they probably go together. Will they all go as a tuck? I think they will. It's just a matter of what you tuck behind them. I know there's a lot in these anyway. There is a lot going on in those. Well, there's a lot going on in all 3, so yep, let's have this one at the front, in the front signature I should say, not at the front, and let's go to the back of the front signature. Now I do want to leave journaling space in this, but I want to put a lot of, is that the back? No, that's the front of that one, that's the back. I'm thinking there and a tuck there. I'm not sure I like it next to that though. Yeah, I want to leave lots of space for playing in it as well. So I need it to be able to open up that way. Yeah, it's going to have to be a tuck, isn't it, on those 2 sides if I want to put something behind and get in it. Ooh. Where's the wet one gone? There we go. So I'm hoping it's not going to take too long, 2 maybe 3 videos, because everything's made. It will just be a couple of videos filling it, and then, well, maybe a couple of videos embellishing it. I know I always underestimate. Which one did I say? This one, don't I? Yeah, let it dry a little bit. Take your own advice, Denise. And I'm going to put it well in. And of course I don't have to tuck behind it. If we get really fat, we can either just put a line of glue down there or just not put anything on it at all. Oops, yeah, don't stick down. So we'll leave you tucked up like that, and I'll have this one in the middle then, which is here, middle at the back somewhere. That wants a good strong piece. I'm just thinking that I'm not going to be able to do much on that dark brown, but maybe we can. But if I want it as a tuck, oh, how beautiful is that? Shall I have it opposite that? I mean, they won't look anything until there's, you know, other embellishments on the pages. You're not going to go on it, are you? Just wondering. No. Let's have a look at... Oh, no, you're not so pink on the back. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I don't really want to tear you off. I might glue that down. Yeah, I think there, like I say, it will be different when we get some more. Which way do I want the tuck to go? That way. Yeah. I must remember to dig my postcards out. It's quite a big piece, this. Yeah, my Flower Fairy postcards, like the one on the front on the topper, because I ought to put a couple of those in here, because it's a nice big book. Not all the fairy albums that I've made would take a big postcard. I've gone through them nearly. They've not got many left. Maybe I'll have to buy another pack. Who knows? Okay, so we'll kind of keep it down at the bottom. It's nice having all these things that I can't even remember what they are. Tickets, tabs, stamp. I'll put enough, oops, yes, I think I've put enough in there. And again, we'll put one of those in and then turn to the back and get the other one in. So that's 6 pieces, as easy as that, and it's, you know, you can't tell there's anything in it yet, can you? And yeah, I like that one there. I think I might put this one in the middle and do it on 3 sides and just put because it's not very thick paper. Yeah, a long tag in it rather than a journal card. How many did I say that was? 6 pieces. Yeah, and we've got the 2 cards to go in. That'll be flip outs, those lovely fairy cards. So that'll be 8, and then I've got the big piece to go in the back. So that's 9 pieces of ephemera in 20 minutes. Whoops! Don't stop to look at the camera, Denise, while you're gluing. Okay. It does need plenty on. I don't want to have to go back in and re-glue. I am purposely going slow just to let it get a bit tacky. I mean, this page is a lot of these pages they're thick. It's what do you call it? It's drawing paper. I can't think what it's called, but it's for drawing on. So it's thick. It's not cartridge paper, is it? Why don't you? Oh, because of that. Don't be doing that. Yep, I've only got cards. Card would go in though. Yep, that's lovely. And again, I'll put a piece of paper in it and hope that nothing's going to stick. Brilliant. So what else have we got tuck wise? One of these. I don't know about the plain card yet. I don't know if it's big enough. So we've got one tuck. Was there anything else before I go into my ordinary stash? I won't decide about that. I'll have to have a look at that, won't I? Can you see? Now that could go down as a tuck actually, couldn't it? Or that one. In fact, they both could. That is a jolly good idea. So that's 3 tucks, look, and they're all stitched round. Okay, shall we go? Yeah, we'll go pink at the front instead of making the odd piece in the middle all the time. How are you doing? I'm going to leave them in because although we've got that pink in them, no, I've changed my mind. We'll go for this one, this tuck, because we've got a big piece of pink there. So we've got a piece front and a piece back in each signature. Yes, I'm thinking about here. No, I'm definitely liking them on the might go in the second half and put it on that one. And then I've got a journal card somewhere. What did I do with them? Lost them. Don't know what I did with them, but I've got this. So a journal card rather than, well, maybe even a postcard. Not another tag, but yeah, we'll tuck in there. Whoa. Yeah, something like that. Nice big journal card we'll tuck in. So we're inked and we're ready to go. I was a bit worried about starting this journal initially, thinking I knew I had all the ready-made ephemera, but I thought I'm going to run out pretty quickly filling this journal, but I don't think I am. And I'm going to get a lot of embellishments used up, because it won't just be embellished with flower fairies. In fact, I don't know that I'll use many flower fairy embellishments. I'll just leave them to speak on the ephemera, and I think I'll use florals and butterflies to embellish. Yeah, lovely. And stick it down. So I've gone in, yeah, I've just started in the back half of the signature. I won't be able to keep it up being so you know, equal where I put everything. Back half of the signature, just so around here. Oh, that's nice. So what are we putting this as, a tuck or a pocket? I think it's going to make a nice pocket, this one. No. So maybe this size, or do we want it on here? I might have to cover that. I think that's Christmassy. I'm pretty sure that's Christmassy, so I think we might need to do something a bit full on that page. So shall we go a long way into the back? Yeah, because that's very brown, isn't it? We'll have something very light. Oh dear, and florally. Here, maybe another tall tag to lighten the page. Yeah, I've got a brand new bottle of Fabri-Tac delivered, and what I do is I open the new one as soon as it arrives, because of the state of my old ones. And I'm desperately trying not to. I'm desperately trying to use my old ones up. I've just put one yesterday in the bin. It looks like this one I might use up today, so that'll be 2 in the bin. But I have to tell you, I've still got 2 just with bits in the bottom. But yeah, I need to move them on. I never know which one I'm picking up. And I'm a little bit dry. I wish I'd brought a drink up with me. It is definitely getting warmer in this craft room every day. I'm in my t-shirt sleeves again. The sun's not on the windows this afternoon like it was yesterday, but it's still warm. A luscious piece of just paper there. Yeah, that's going to be nice. And again, they're crying out for more embellishments, aren't they? Oh, papers. So this big one in the back of the 3rd signature, somewhere here. This one? Yes, this one. Oh, it's got that lovely, but I can't take it off now, can I? No, never mind. It's still going down as a tuck. So that side in the bottom. I'll just rest me throat a bit while I'm waiting for the glue to do its thing. You could do with something pretty to look at, couldn't you, while I'm doing it? Yeah, it's a pain. You can see now why I start the new bottles, especially when I'm filming. I think the idea is I'll use a new bottle when I'm filming and then go back and use the old ones up, and I never do. So I'm going to persevere with it. thank you for sticking with me. Okay. So I'm not going to put on too far down because I've got eyelets down here, or whatever they are, punched holes. Is that straight? That's a bit gloopy. Yeah, I think it is. It's going to be nice to have all the the pockets in and then go back and just stuff them. That's going to be good fun. Okay, so that one's got, yeah, I think we might have that other flip at the back, perhaps on here. Yeah. So we're going to have a flip on there. We're going to have that thing in the back, and we've got that and that. That's a nice page for writing. So yeah, we probably want something around here. Have I got anything then? Where? Let's have a delve in here, shall we? While we're going through stuff. Oh my goodness. That's nice, but I've only got one of those, although it is a big one. Shall we put that in? Again, that would be nice on as a tuck underneath with something on it, wouldn't it? It was just shouting out at me. Let's have a look what else is in here. I've got some more big pieces. It's reasonably big, isn't it? Belly band. It's just that the big pieces often don't go, they're all the other way on. Like I say, don't go in a lot of the journals, but they're okay, but they're not that big. Not as big as that little beauty. Don't know that we've got anything here that is. Another one the other way on. Oh, that one's that way up, look. It's a yes, waterfall. These are smaller then. I think so. Sort of envelopes and pocket fillers. Just these then, which are the older bits. Yeah, tags. Tags, belly band, side pockets. So that's a tallish one, isn't it? And that's very, oh, it's that way up. Yeah, that's similar-ish to that. They are not, I mean, they'll go in somewhere, but not necessarily. So I just want one more. Sort of a tall envelope, maybe. Just double check. No, there's nothing else there, is there? I think we'll go with that then. Put those three in as a three, if you see what I mean. Here we go. So we're going from really big to quite small. Right. Bend this one way and then bend it back. Let's see if this is the way to go. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Yeah, it's not cut very straight. I can see that. Yeah, that one I think. Okay, just bear with me. Seems quite dark. I hope it's not raining. Well, I was going to say, because I've got stuff on my washing line, but I haven't. I gave in and tumble dried it today. That's the first time in a long time though. But it is nice to, well, I need to put it away because with Neil's birthday there'll be lots of people calling, and like I say, Neil will be at home. I can't be doing with laundry hanging about as well. So today and tomorrow I'm hoping it will all be done and away. Right, that was quite a stiff card, that. Corner's not 100%. No, it hasn't quite gone round, but it's fine. So they are both, these two are both kit pieces from Nanine at Collage Type. That's it. So, which one do we want here? What else have we got in the back? I think we want something pink in the middle, don't we? So we'll go with that one in the middle. We'll go with this one in the back because I quite like this page here for it. Now, it's not very heavy. I'm going to art glitter this one, and I'm going to not put this side down so that we can tuck something in it. But I'm going to put plenty of glue on it so it's not hanging by a thread. Oh, wobble, wobble, wobble. Oh, dearie me. You've got to laugh. I can't walk a straight line either. Can't draw a straight line or walk a straight line. Give it a minute or two to grab before I start wiping and moving it about. Yeah, I think this, I've probably said it before, but this will really come together when all the embellishment goes in. That's what will make it more cohesive as a journal. And I'm sure once it starts filling up, it's going to be fun to grab hold of, to hold, tactile. Towards the back then, so that's the very back. Which one are we going with, did we say? Quite like that one on there. Oh, I know it's small and it's going to need something up there. I'm just wondering if to put it on to something else so that it hasn't just got those three things, that it's on like a piece of card and then the piece of card is on the... It would have to be a pretty piece, wouldn't it? Oops, am I going to take you with me if I reach over here? Because we're attached by a wire. But, oh, you're not, that's a shame. I bet you're not big enough. You're not. Don't have any more of that paper left either. Don't think there's any pieces big enough in there. It would be a piece of this, if anything. It's got hummingbirds on it, and they're that way up. I think I'm going to do it. Don't worry if you're not with me, if you don't understand. It'll make more sense in a minute, I promise. I hope. Don't make promises, Denise, you don't know for sure. Oops. Can I get this on? Okay, let's put the lid in there. Crikey, how time's flown. So I want it right at the back there, but I want a little bit more, quite a bit showing that way. Right, do I want it showing above? Or do I want it tucked in? I might have it tucked in. Let's try. I mean, I've got plenty more to cut if it all goes terribly wrong. Whoops. Try it about there and see. That will just give it more strength, and then that becomes the... What do we think? We could have been another millimetre bigger. So let's just make this one a millimetre bigger and see if I know it's not as wide. Oh, I can't see. Do it that way. See if I prefer it less loose than that was. Is that a millimetre? You're not against there, are you? That's better. Let's just see. Just prefer a snugger fit, but there's not as much of it showing now. That's the thing. That's too tight. No, we'll go with the original. Okie dokie. Remove that. So the right way up, so the hummingbirds are looking the right way up. I can maybe just fold that in a little bit more, do you think? Let's try that. It's such a tough card. I don't know if I have. I don't think I have. Yeah, so I was thinking around the corners as well. There, whoops. And there. Right, now if I glue it now, I'm past the return point. Where was I having it? On there. See, with that behind it, it wants to be on a plain one, doesn't it? But still, I like that behind it. So let's put that in place. It did just look a little bit lost without. Right, Denise, try not to be too wibbly wobbly. And then across there. Oops, that's wibbly wobbly. I think my nozzle's a bit wibbly wobbly. Bad workman blaming the tools and all that. There we go. Yeah, so I'm pleased to say the Shabby Chic Lacy journal is finding its way to a lovely new home. That's pleased me. I had such fun making it. I hoped it was going to be loved when you saw it. Okay, so we're going on this one now, do we think? And then it'll just take, oh, I could do it. Shall we do it as a double pocket? Well, I won't put the divot in. I'll put it down as a pocket, but I won't put a divot in. And then we've got a choice. We'll decide. I'm doing a lot of sitting on the fence, aren't I, just recently? A lot of deciding later. Okay, so I think I'm going to go for middle. More sitting on the fence. Sticking with the middle of the road. Oh, I think that's just brightened it up a bit as well. The hummingbirds often remind me of fairies. They're a very similar ilk, aren't they? Okay, so I've got one more to put on before we run out of time. And you're going in the front signature. Are we in the back half somewhere? So we've got one there. Anywhere really. Is that the right way up? Do I want this down as a envelope though? Yeah, I'm going to, because I can put lots of little things in there. It could really do with a divot in there. Can I might get my little one in. I can, but I can't see it. Because I think you're going to need, it might be a bit big, but I do need to get my finger, oh it isn't. I need to get my finger in, it's not quite central maybe. But it will work. He'll be able to get your finger in it, that's the point. And again, I'm going to put it on 3 sides so we can tuck something in there if we want to. If we want to make it a real fatty. Might put, I don't know, might put some of my original ephemera in if I find anything suitable. Vintage, you know, that's what I meant. Shame to lose that back, isn't it? That's what I was thinking when I thought, oh, do I really want to fasten that down? But yeah, you have to lose things. Oh, are we straight? The book is moving a little bit, so that's my excuse. You heard it here. Okay. So yeah, you can have that popped open if you want something tall in it, or you can have it tucked down with something inside. Haven't got anything? Nope. That's a longer piece, look. Yeah, like that. And then I've got all sorts of pretty things on my desk here, haven't I? Papers. That's it. Lovely. I'll put a piece in there. Okay, so that's it. That's all I'm going to do for today. But what did we get in? 9, 10, 9, 3, 6, 9. I don't know if we got 9 or 12 pieces in it, but we got a lot in. And like I say, this is ready to go on the front and this is ready to go in the back, and then I'll tuck those two in and then we'll have another go at it. Okay, thank you so much for joining me in this venture. It means a lot. I hope you're enjoying it. Thumbs up would be nice. Chat to me about it in the comments. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be the heaviest journal I've made for a long time, that is for sure. Okay, see you soon. Bye for now.